Hello, Rob from Fountain Pen Journey. Now, this is a vintage pen video. This is the Lamy 25P from West Germany. So this, I believe, my sources of information are somewhat sketchy, but the research I've done on this seems to be that it dates back to the late 60s, early to mid 70s. And it is from Lamy, obviously. I was first attracted to this pen, first heard about it. I think it was Wasky Squirrel when he did one of his reviews, and I thought, God, that's a nice pen. I really do like brushed metal, late 20th century style, Bauhaus modernistic designed pens, and this really does fit the bill. I mean, in my honest opinion, probably get chastised for this, now I'm going to say it, this is equivalent, in my view, almost but in design, almost to the Lamy 2000. And this 25p is not a very well known pen unless you're a Lamy collector. The reasons being, now what I'll do is bring in this big brother, the Lamy 2000 in stainless steel, so we can do a little bit of a comparison of these two pens. Now, the Lamy 2000 stainless steel is the same as the Lamy 2000. It's just made out of stainless, well, it's got a stainless steel coating over the macrolon, but it is the same as the 2000. And the Lamy 25p, as you can see, is just a tiny bit shorter, but it is also an awful lot slimmer. And the Lamy 2000 is not a great big fat pen, so just bear that in mind. There are some key differences between the two, but I think aesthetically, let's just compare them side by side. There are design elements which are rather similar. I mean, the finials at the top, yep, the inserts, rather similar. The clips are completely dissimilar. This Lamy 25p, I'll do the full overview of the pen in a minute, more like a folded bit of metal rather than the lovely iconic sprung clip of the Lamy 2000. Black plastic cap. It could potentially be macrolon, possibly. I mean, this is a vintage pen. This is an old one. Bought it from a seller on eBay. Very good price, very affordable, and just happened to be lucky with the auction. I've seen them go for stupid money in some auctions, and it just happened to be an auction that happened to end, and I was the only person bidding on the pen, so I got an absolute bargain with this. Brushed steel barrel. I'm trying to get this to focus properly. There we go. Brushed steel barrel. Very, very similar to the... Focus is not going to go well on this. There we go. It likes the cap. It can see the cap, but it can't find the focus on the pen. There we go. You can see it's very, very similar to the brushed steel finish of the Lamy 2000 stainless steel. So let's have a look at this pen. Lamy 25p. There's nothing on the top of the cap. That's just brushed steel with some metal. You kind of expect a old Lamy style logo up there, but there isn't anything. Down at the bottom there is, focusing, here we go, the old Lamy logo L. So this is indicative of the vintage of this pen. Like I say, the clip, decent metal clip, very, very springy, very, very functional, good quality clip, and very, very minimalistic design. Black plastic, potentially macrolon cap, don't know. Brushed steel barrel, quite narrow, and it tapers down to the end with the black plastic insert with the Lamy logo. Pop cap. Now, this pop cap is quite a nice cap. It's not got the Lamy 2000 feel. There's no ears on it, no lugs holding the cap in place, but it does cap securely and it uncaps nicely. Not much to say about the inside of the cap. It is what it is. And quite honestly, I've had no issues with this pen drying out when capped. It's a great pen. Now the nib, I believe, could be 14 karat gold. I don't think that this is just a generic steel nib. I believe that these are gold nibs. Need to do a little bit more research into this. And these nibs are wonderful. As you can see, it's a different sort of nib. It's almost semi-hooded, and then they decided against it with this cutaway. Sorry about the autofocus. It is a nice nib. Now this nib isn't marked, but it is, in my view, a medium nib, and it is a very good wet medium nib. Black plastic feed, tiny bit of that visible underneath, along with the filling hole, a la Lamy 2000. So you can see that certain elements were creeping into the 2000 potentially from this pen. Black plastic could be potentially Macrolon section, which is of a good length. It's got a very nice matte finish, and it's, as you can see, it is angled top and bottom. Really, really, really good. There is a slight step up where the section meets the barrel, but it's really, really quite rounded and soft. Well, not soft, smooth. You can feel it, but it is not sharp at all. It's very, very well machined, very well put together pen. As you can see, excellent length, really, really comfortable pen to hold. It is on the slimmer side. All parts of this pen are a bit slim, from the barrel even to the section, but it's not a slim, tiny, thin section. This is really usable. It's comfortable. Think about, say, for example, thickness of a pencil. You know, we're looking at that sort of comfort for that sort of width. And does it post? Yes, it does. Really, really deeply, straight down. It's secure. Yeah, very stylish looking pen. To be absolutely honest with you, posting it, because this cap is quite light, doesn't add an awful lot of length to the posted pen, because it goes on so deeply. So unposted, posted, centimetre and a half extra really. So purely a choice whether you want to do that or not. We'll get onto the writing sample in a moment. I mean, compare it to the Lamy 2000. I'm using the stainless steel version of this pen purely because we're looking at the stainless steel version of the Lamy 26P. I don't think any other finishes were available, but I have seen them with different logos and different sort of, I think there is a, did I say 26p? I meant 25p. There is a 26p as well. I'm going to get all my model numbers confused now. Bear with me. Whatever is in the title of this video is the correct model number for this pen. The Lamy stainless steel, the Lamy 2000 stainless steel. Yeah, I mean it's iconic, and I've managed to get ink all over this. That's leaking ink all over the place, so I need to sort that out. Yeah, one of my favourite ever pens, the Lamy 2000. So when I saw the Lamy 25p, I thought, yeah, it's so similar. It's from Lamy. I love it. Have to have one. So really happy with this. Now, as you know, the Lamy 2000, if you don't know, is a piston filler fountain pen. So you've got a blind cap and a piston mechanism inside the barrel. Lamy 25p. Check this out. What's that? It's a cartridge. It's a short standard international cartridge. That's what fits into these pens. No Lamy cartridges, no proprietary Lamy cartridges here. Standard international. I would also suspect that even perhaps a long standard international cartridge would fit inside this. You may even be able to fit another second spare short standard international cartridge. So if you're after a pen which has an easy to clean filling system over the Lamy 2000, you want the looks, you want the functionality if you like, you want the Bauhaus style design, but you don't want the piston filling mechanism, because I know some people find them annoying, difficult to clean. You know, they can be depending on what inks you use. But you want all of the features of the Lamy 2000, but at a slightly lower price, and you know, cartridge, standard international cartridge filling system. I'm guessing you could also put a standard international converter in here as well, because that will fit on there, and there's enough space in the barrel for a converter, so you could do that as well. So you've got potentially more ink filling options with this pen, which is rather lovely. So let's do the writing. Just chucked everything everywhere. Let's do the writing sample using my Rhodia pad, and I'll tear the page out, just be easier. Okay, so oops, hang on, try and get the pen on the paper. It's hard starting because I've had the cap off so much. Let me just get it going. There we go. I don't normally have this issue. Normally it's first time every time with this pen. Do not think that this is an issue with the pen. This is just me leaving it uncapped while I'm gassing away on this video. So, yeah, really smooth writer. In my view, equally as good. I'd say that this is a medium nib. I'd say it's equally as good as the medium nibbed Lamy 2000, which is my go-to for the Lamy 2000 nib. It's broad, even though it's medium, and it's wet. It's really good. So let's just see how wet it actually is. There you go. Big old smear. And it lays down ink, no problem whatsoever. This is a really good nib. Really happy with this. The ink, if you're interested, is Cult Pens Deep Dark Green, from their Deep Dark range of inks. And these are cartridges which they supply. And yeah, what else can I say? This is a quality pen and nib. Line variation, there is virtually none. I'm not even going to push this to the point where it's showing any sort of line variation. Sort of no pressure, more pressure. There's a tiny bit, but yeah, this is not a pen to push. So that is pretty much all I can say. It's an excellent writer. The nib's superb. It's a really affordable vintage fountain pen with, thank God, standard international cartridge filling system, which is, in my view, brilliant. I love it. So there we go. There's the Lamy 25p. Let's pop him down there. Thoroughly recommend this pen. Hunt them down. If you see one somewhere, give it a go. The 26p is a very similar pen. I haven't owned one. I just know that aesthetically they look the same, so I can't comment on whether they are the same or similar. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you found that this was interesting, and I'll see you next time. Bye.